I'm going to talk to people who are traders. I'm going to talk to people who are business people. I'm going to talk to people who are students. I'm going to talk to unemployed people. I'm going to talk to employed people. I'm going to talk to graduates. I'm going to talk to every single person who wants to move forward in life. I'm sure you have dreams that you had when you grow up. Some of you wanted to become millionaires. Some of you wanted to become billionaires. Some of you even became millionaires, lost it all. Some of you even, went higher and higher. There's so many people that I meet at my level who were millionaires. Some of them, I even saw them with my own eyes. But today, it doesn't look like they even used to have even 1 cent. That's how things have become. And I said to you, the truth of the matter here is that there is a source of information that has gotten lost, but it's fine. We don't cover that. So as a human being, I'm starting the session now. As human beings, listen to me properly now. We're starting the meat of the day. As human beings, we are spiritual people. I think we all know that. Okay, that's wonderful. Number 2, as human beings, we are not only bodies, we are also souls. We are also spirits. Let me come back again. As human beings, we are spiritual people. That's wonderful. But again, as human beings, we're not only physical bodies like this, we are spirits and we have souls. That's wonderful. Okay. Whew. That's great. Now we've passed that part. So the minute you understand that we have spirits inside of us, then you start to understand that me and you right now, we are together. We are sitting in the same place. You are sitting right here with me. We are only divided by distance, which is what? Physical, which is the body. But by spirit, we are together. Hey. That's good. Continue. So what I am saying here is that when you disconnect your body with this spirit, the spirit self, problems begin, and permanently. Let me rewind a little bit. Let me remind a little bit. Most of you right now, you believe that you're spiritual, right? You believe, I'm a very spiritual person. I pray. I always pray. Wow, really? Is it so? You believe you're spiritual because of what? Because you go to church? Because you're a Christian? What makes you believe that you're spiritual? And what are the signs that you are really spiritual? So, it is my understanding that people who think they are spiritual are far from being spiritual. As a matter of fact, they are completely opposite spirituality. I want to charge my laptop. People who think they are spiritual are what? Are far from being spiritual. They have been misled by certain organizations and certain people who have disconnected them purposely from the spirit self. These people understood that when a person, a human being, is disconnected from the spirit self, they will not be able to move forward in life. They will always move forward 2 steps forward by 9 steps backwards. These people are a group of men who have designed systems that today we are mostly operating under. Okay. I hope you're still with me, good people. So 90% of you guys, you believe you're spiritual, but you are not spiritual. You are so sure. But today I was praying. Today I was praying. Hey, I even felt like I don't know, someone said it felt like there was a spirit. You're completely disconnected. You're completely disconnected. So the first thing, my first topic is the reconnection of the self to the spirit. And when you are connected spiritually, each and every single thing around you must start to move forward. How does a person start to know that they are connected spiritually? It is when it's like you are in a train, a moving train. I like the how train, very fast train. You start to already see trees are moving, cars are moving, environment is changing. You cannot be in the same place for so many years and still think that you are spiritual. No way. You are disconnected. You are in what is called Maya, illusion. It's unfortunate that thousands and thousands, if not millions or billions of people, they are living life in pseudo-spirituality. I don't know if you hear me. Pseudo-spirituality. Pseudo means fake. So they're spiritual but not spiritual. Hey, okay. That's fine. I don't want to fight with people. But the purpose of the video, the first, if you are writing it down, say reconnection with the self to the spiritual body. Because the human being has lost connection with the self and their spirituality. That is why they lost, even some of us in Africa, we lost our land. Is it not true that we lost our land? How did the invasion come to happen? How did we, as spiritual people, very advanced civilization, Africa, with all the powers that we have, was able to lose our land in Africa through oppression, through systems of, you guys, you know your history. Anyway, some of you are even teachers of history, How were we able to lose this thing? It is because the people who came and invaded the land, they realized that the people of Africa, you will never be able to take them down. Those people are spiritually powerful. They move in tribes. We need to understand their spiritual source. And when we understand their spiritual source, disconnect them from the spiritual source and hijack the whole thing. So when we see guns come later. We think that they took the land with the gun came later. Hey, these guys came with the guns. People were okay. No, they died with us spiritually first. So the war has already begun spiritually, and we were aware of the coming of these people. But because of infiltration, we became lost. And this does not only apply to Africa; it applies to every nation across the world. Every race, black, white, red, yellow. Every single race has fallen prey to invasion and oppression, and they've lost all their system, the spiritual practices. That is why today we have war. We have Russia versus Ukraine. We have even the whites fighting amongst themselves, blacks fighting amongst themselves, because of this spiritual disconnection. And that is the highest punishment that human beings will ever receive, that they lost their spiritual connection. So some of you, you are asking yourself, now this spiritual connection, how do I reconnect myself with my spiritual self? Okay, now you are acknowledging. Remember I said there are 4 levels. There is unconscious. There's a person who does not know that they don't know. That's number 1. And there's a person who knows that they don't know. And I think that's where you are. And there's a person who now knows that they know, and then that person becomes their master. So many people, they don't know that they don't know. That is why when we say let's talk about deep things, they think they know, and they don't know. And in time, the things will happen in their life that shows that, hey, I didn't know. I thought I knew, but I didn't know. So the first step, write it down on the book there. It is the reconnection of the self, of the self, the physical self to the spirit self. And I said to you, how do you realize that you are connected with the spirit self? You start to be aware of your environment. You are moving forward. You are not stagnant. You are not stuck in one place. You are not wishing. You are not praying, but your prayers are... The reason why you are praying and your prayers are not coming to fruition is because you are disconnected. Some of you are going to get very angry today. But I want people who are happy. I said to you, if you want me to go deeper, if you feel like, no man, you heard me but you didn't hear me, you still want me to come and do these sermons every Sunday, you are the one who's supposed to tell me. You must call me and say, doctor, we want you higher, because there's so many things to teach. So the first step as a human being is to understand that as the human being, we need to connect ourselves to our spirit self. That's number one. Wonderful. No problem. Number two, as human beings, we need to understand something, that as human beings, before we go to church, we go and pray to God somewhere else, to the mountains, to the people go so far. Some people even go to, people go far to pray. To the pilgrimages, the pilgrimage, they go to mountains, they go to the rivers, they go to all these places. You'll find that you'll go to those places, you can fast for 21 days, fast for 40 days, still nothing. Why? Because you're disconnected. So the human being must start to understand one thing, that their body, this body here, firstly, it is the church. I hope you are getting me. Your body is the first church that you can ever find in the world is yourself. The first temple or the first altar. The first altar that you can ever find in this world is yourself. You like this. You are the first altar. And human beings are not aware that they are the first altar. And when you understand the idea of spiritual knowledge, why it came out, it was because of these people understood that in order to cause poverty, I said soon I'll tell you more about these people. Who are they? Why? For now, let's not go there. They need to disconnect the person. The person must not know that they are the altar. They must believe that there's something out there. Let's go to church. Not knowing you yourself like this, you are the first altar. And when you understand that you're the first altar, you know what happens? Firstly, you start to respect yourself. Today, are you saying I'm an altar? What is an altar, by the way? An altar, it is where we will go deeper. We will go deeper with understandings, because we're all coming from different religions. Another one will say, no, the altar. Another one, these people who are following African, religions, and I'm talking about people who believe in ancestors, and who will call it in Zulu umsamo. They will understand. Oh, altar is where spirits they reside. That is their belief system. Remember, I'm giving you all different belief systems. Another one of Christian of the God, he says, no, that is where we pray. That is where we find our God. That is where we realize our Holy Spirit. Ow! So when I'm saying that it is not in a location, it is in you first, then we understand the other part of the story. That now, if these energies that are pure, let's for now not use the name God. Let's not use the name God. Let's not use the name ancestors. Let's not use the name spirits. Let's not use the name. Let's not label names for now, because of you will think that I fall under something, whereas you are wrong. But I'm taking you somewhere, slowly but surely. When we understand that the human body is the altar, now firstly, what do? We understand, let's call them now benevolent energies. Benevolent means positive. So we understand that this positive energy, which can be God, spirit, ancestor, whatever that you feel that is positive, we'll go there. We'll go there, but for now, go with me step by step. It lives inside of us. It stays inside of us. I hope you're still with me, good people. I hope you're still with me, good people. I said to you, I'm going to record this video. I'm going to leave this video. I'm going to record it so that you don't get lost. So the human being is a temple, and he has the power. Only him, only you have the power to replenish. When I say replenish, to purify yourself, so that this spirit or positive beings or God, whatever that you want to call it, I'll give you the right label soon. But for now, because I understand everyone is coming from different directions, I don't want to piss you off in the beginning. No, don't worry. Whatever that you feel is positive, it stays inside of you. I'm going somewhere here. It means you as a person, you have been doing some things thinking that you are operating from the self, but not operating from the self. I hope you are with me. You are doing things each and every single day that are repelling these positive, benevolent beings inside of you, sending them away, and in the process, you are losing connection to your reality, and you are losing a way for you to manifest your desires. You are losing, your prayers are not able to be answered. You are losing your way. You can't go away. Your things are moving, they don't move because you don't know. Remember, you don't know this thing. You are moving, they stop moving. Sometimes they're not even moving, they're stuck. So the first thing that you must understand yourself, that you are a body that carries. You are the house. Let me call it a house. You are a house. Some of you who lack knowledge about these things, you are actually a host. When I say a host, I say HOST. You are host of negative energies, some of you. Witches exist because of you. They hold a conference meeting inside of your head. That is why some of you, it's like you are even mad, because when you're sleeping, you are hearing voices, or sometimes you are having dreams that are silly and every single thing. Because of you don't know that your body is a spiritual house, it's an altar, your body. So these people, they can see that you don't know. And they can see that you're looking for something out there. They come inside of you. You are the server. You know, I like the Bitcoin. If you know about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, you understand that cryptocurrency, there are some things that are called servers. That means the coin, when they say the coin is decentralized, it means that it's not in one place that we think. So we think that God is centralized. No, God is decentralized. It is through us that God is able to still exist. I don't know if you're hearing me. So with Bitcoin, we understand that no, Bitcoin is not possible for Bitcoin to be destroyed, because Bitcoin doesn't have a central place where we can see the server and we switch off the computers. Bitcoin, every single participant of Bitcoin is helping the Bitcoin community to continue to grow. So the more you are mining Bitcoin, it means that you are connecting your computer or your device, your ant miners, your systems to this central, to this server. So it's decentralized. So you as Jabu, when you join Bitcoin, that is why we need more people joining Bitcoin. Or I'm just making an example of Bitcoin, by the way, but it can be anything that is decentralized. The more people that we have, then we save from them. So even Jabu's server can switch off. We still know Michael's server is still on. We still know Refoin's server is still on. We still know, Lisiba's server is still on. We still know Pafana's server is still on. So in that system, we are aware that Bitcoin is decentralized. And that is how God is. Is not one being like this. It's a collective consciousness. So each and every single human being has a piece of God inside of him. You have a piece of God inside of you. You have your piece of God inside of you. The difference is how active is the piece of God inside of you is. I hope you're still getting me, good people. I'm looking at my time here. But if I get disconnected or anything, because sometimes it gives me 1 hour. If I get disconnected, please do come back and reconnect with me again. It's fine. So now, each and every single person has God inside of them, but it depends on how active is this God inside of them. You understand now? So you are looking for it outside there, only to find that you need to activate the God that is inside of you to make him stronger, to live inside your body, to operate through you. You must be his medium. He must channel through you. And when your things are not moving properly, when your things are stuck in one place, it means that the God is not inside of you. You have an imposter that is claiming to be God. You have what? An imposter. You have imposter. Some of you say, I've got ancestors. Ancestors are inside of me. Life is still in one place. Do you really have what you think you have? Or probably this spirits? That you have a spirit inside of you is unquestionable. But is it a good spirit? And if it's a good spirit, why does it make you to suffer like this? Why are you falling into many errors? Why don't you have intuition? Why don't you have this thing that says to you, don't do this, do this. Invest your money like this. Instead, you are disconnected. So before the pastor, before the apostle, before the prophet, before anyone prays for us, you pray for yourself. And say, God, I have lost you. I've been looking for you outside of me, only to find that I'm your host. I chased you away. Come back to me. I'm calling you back now. Please come back. And then we understand another thing again. Purification process. We start to understand that why did he leave you in the first place? If it is not God, why these spirits that are supposed to help you left you in the first place? What's happening with you? What happened? And we realize one thing, because you can call him and invite him back inside of you, things start to move. Things are moving, things stop again. How? Because there are actions that there are some taboos, there are some actions that have to be followed when you have a spiritual power inside of you. When you as a body, you are housing a positive, powerful being inside of you. There is a way that you need to operate in life. You cannot operate in the normal